Good morning. Good morning. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy Derrick Casey coming to you live from Dallas, Texas. And it is Monday morning. You know what I'm saying? The start of a fresh new week. And I just wanted to start your day off right, man. Come and talk some sense into some of you guys that are just stuck with just that mindset that keep you thinking that, you got to be, stuck at just a job, just banking on this unemployment and all this, man. This is to help shift your mindset. Now, you don't got to listen to me. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, because one thing I learned is that grown people don't like when another grown person tell them what they should or shouldn't be doing. Okay? I've learned that. But this comes from when we was kids. You know what I'm saying? This comes from when we was kids, because when we was kids and our parents told us not to do something, that's when the pride and the ego kicks in and, oh, I know what I'm doing and things like that. And then you will go do exactly what your, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what up, coach? Coach say, you in Dallas, you know where I'm at. You know where I be. But anyways, man, so like it comes from when we was kids, right? When we was kids and our parents told us, don't touch the stove, it's hot. But we were determined to touch the stove. And the only reason why our parents would tell us that stuff was to prevent us from getting hurt. And then what we do as kids, well, we can do what we want, you know what I'm saying? You go touch the stove, you get burned, now you crying, it hurts, and now your parents looking at you like, I told you not to touch the stove, right? This has been the same thing. My parents, don't hang out with them friends. Them friends, those are bad kids to hang around. You're going to get yourself in trouble. Now, they're my friends, these my people, and then you go hang out with them, and then what happens? You get in trouble. Now, your parents don't have no sympathy because they tried to save you before you went out there and started hanging out with them friends. So it's the same thing now, guys. When people coming on here, especially myself, and I come on these videos and I share this information with you guys, it's not to tell you what to do, but it's to make you aware, because the information I share, guys, is stuff that wasn't taught to us. You know what I'm saying? These are things that I had to learn the hard way, you know what I'm saying? Because when I came up, I was told, I remember when I was back in my days, I remember when I was told that I was crazy when I didn't have a college degree. They told me I wouldn't make it in life without having a college degree. They were saying I would never get a good job. But people didn't understand my situation on why I didn't go to college, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, people didn't understand why I came out of college. So let me break it down to you guys. I was on my path to following the same thing that my parents taught me. Go to school, get good grades, go to college, get a degree so I can get a good job, right? I was on that path. The year that I graduated in 2002. So I graduated in June of 2002. I had started college in August. So I was already enrolled in school. I was going to classes, all of that stuff. And then that November, my father passed away. You know what I'm saying? My father passed away. So at that time, my mom, she was on disability. My little sister was still in school, and my pops passed away. So at that moment in my life, you know what I'm saying? At that moment in my life, like, I had to make an executive decision. Do I still go to school and then we struggle financially, or do I drop school so I could work, so I could take care of my family? I'm an 18-year-old kid coming out of high school, and I had to be the man of the house. That's how I was raised. My dad said, if I'm never not here, you got to take care of the family. So that was the mentality that I had when I got out of college, when I dropped out of college and I went to work. I started working in a grocery store, just getting checks, just to make sure I can maintain bills. Then I kept moving myself up to make more money. I had to take care of the household, you know what I'm saying? I had to take care of my sister. My sister was still in school. So I had to make sure she had school clothes, school supplies. I had to teach my sister how to drive. I had to go through all of those things at a very young age just to make sure my family was straight. So I gave up on college. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking to myself, well, I got to get back to college, because the only way for me to be able to survive and take care of my family in a better way is for me to go to college and get a degree. But I'm telling you guys right now, that wasn't the case. Because when I got out of school, man, I worked low-end jobs. I worked at a grocery store. I was worked in fast food, started entry level, moved myself up into management. I did all of these different things to get myself up. And then I came across and I got my first sales job. Crazy thing happened. I didn't have a degree. I didn't have any of that. I didn't have the experience, but I was cool with people and things. I went to the interview. I didn't know exactly what was going to happen, but I was there. 40 people, check this out. 40 people applying for one position. 40 people. Now, mind you, I'm about, at this point in my life, I'm about 20 or so. When I walk in here, 40 people for this one position. I go in, I sit down, I'm having my interview, great talk with the district manager of the company, whatever the case. He asked me one question. And he said to me, okay, let me ask you this. He said, what if I told you I had an applicant that had like 7 years experience and he had a bachelor's degree? How would that make you feel? Now, everybody else would say, well, I probably wouldn't have a chance. They literally like gave up on themselves in the interview in front of them. And I said, well, here's my answer. I said, well, just like anybody, I would probably be nervous, because I don't have the experience and things like that. However, that doesn't make that person more qualified than me, because I'm young, I'm ambitious, and I'm ready to learn and ready to be molded into the successful salesperson that your company is looking for. That was my answer. I kid you not. I walked out of that interview, and within an hour, I got a call back and they offered me the job. That was my first step into the sales career. No degree, no nothing. That was my first. They took a chance on me because they saw something in me and they saw that hunger in me and they pulled me on board. From that, guys, I built myself up. You know what I'm saying? I built myself up to being able to have a successful career in sales, just because of who I am, my grind, my hustle, different things like that. I worked myself up. I didn't have a college degree, but I was willing to go in, and because I knew what I was capable of when I got in there. I was like, I don't care. Start me entry level, because my goal is to be high up in the company. Everywhere I went, I've been general managers, been running departments, all of these different things. No college degree. Okay. So I'm just kind of breaking this down to you because like this was my life. This was like exactly what was going on for me. And like, so as I was going along, things were still a little rough. I'm working the job. You know what I'm saying? I'm working a job. I'm doing all of these different things. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and we were still struggling. We were maintaining, but we were still struggling. Okay. It took me years. Now, remind you, I'm still thinking in my head that like, man, I gotta go to college. Like, this is what's been instilled in me from a kid. It wasn't until I got older, man, that I realized how important your financials are, like understanding the rules of the wealthy and the money game. It wasn't until I got older. You know how I found out? I'm gonna tell you how I found out. It was after I became a father and I had debt. My credit was bad. All of these different things that I didn't think mattered, because see, when these type of things happen, what we do, we sweep it under the rug. We keep it moving, right? We ain't worried about no credit. We ain't worried about none of this stuff, right? We just sweep it under the rug and we just keep going at it, right? But it wasn't until I became a parent that I started to realize that, man, my financial situation don't only affect me, but it affects everything around me, my babies, my wife, everything. Because let me tell you why. When we moved almost 6 years ago down here to Dallas, this is when it really started to hit. When I was going to get apartments down here in Dallas, guys, you got to fill out applications. You got to pay application fees, right? Just to get into a place. Now, just imagine taking your whole family to a house or an apartment, and they in there with you, and your kids are running around and they so excited. They claiming their rooms. They're rolling around on the floor. You can see the joy in their face. You can see the joy in their face. Your wife is super excited. Now we fill out the applications. I pay the money for the application fees, knowing that my credit is bad, all of these different things, right? So I'm taking a chance on getting denied. I'm taking a chance because now, after we fill out this information, these applications, and we go and submit them, guess what ends up happening? They got to run your credit. They got to pull up information about you. And then all of a sudden, they got to come back and they got to give you the bad news. In that moment, when you get that phone call and everybody's so excited, they're hoping and wishing that we get this place. It was beautiful, enough space, all of these different things. Then you get that phone call that say, sorry, Mr. Casey, you didn't qualify for this place. And now you got to go back and you got to tell your wife and your kids that you can't get that place. That sucks. It sucks because like I got to go back to them I got to go back to them and I got to break their heart on something that they had their mindset on. That's when I knew I needed to make a change, because I was like, I can't keep doing that to them. I can't keep doing that to them. I can't continue to let my financial situation stop them from having things that they want in life. So I went on my search. I knew I needed to make more money. So when it came to home-based businesses, online businesses, when I saw it, what I saw at first was people who were working part-time, making full-time money, right? Having more time with their kids and not having to worry about their financial situation. That piqued my interest. I'm like, man, I want that. I would love that. You know what I'm saying? So I started looking into it. That's when I started my journey. Even then, when I started, I didn't realize how important having a home-based business was. My mindset was having a home-based business was going to help make more money, but the picture was bigger than that. And there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there right now that just thinking about having a home-based business is just for like making extra money and things like that. But no, it's bigger, because you guys don't realize the benefits of having a business. And it's not your fault. It's not your fault because the schools don't teach it. Our parents were never exposed to it. You know what I'm saying? So we never knew about these things. But a lot of people right now, and you W-2 employees, I'm right here right now. I still work my job. Look, go my headset, bam, right on my head. I still work my job. Here's the crazy thing. I didn't realize, I knew I was paying a lot in taxes, but it wasn't until I got into my opportunity now that they helped me realize that I was the highest taxed. A W-2 employee with no business, no assets, you are the highest tax. You're giving anywhere up to 37% of your income away to the government. Think about that. You go and work, you put in them hours, but you're giving 37% of your money to the government, okay? I want y'all to keep that in mind. So as we're looking at these checks, every person that worked the job have looked at their check and said, damn, all these taxes. In the back of your mind, you probably been wondering, how can I reduce my taxes? Right? How can I reduce my taxes? Well, here's the answer, guys. Start a business. Start a business. And preferably a home-based business. Here's a couple of reasons why. Starting a home-based business is less costly than trying to start a traditional business. You can get into a business and start. It's like, online marketing, right? It's like franchising without all the headaches. Everything is already laid out for you. The product and service is already there. There's a proven blueprint for you to win, right? If you just follow it, it's all set up for you. You investing into a business that's already set up. It's a turnkey opportunity. So you get involved, guys. It's less money. A couple $100 to start a business is nothing. Because if you were to go out and try to start a traditional business, there's no way in hell you're going to start a traditional business for a couple $100. There's no way. You spending at least $25,000 or more to start a traditional business. Now you got to worry about hiring people. You got to get your building. You got to go through all the legalities. You got to do all of these different things if you start a traditional business. But when you have a home-based business, it's literally a business handed to you on a silver platter. But then when you start a home-based business, guys, now you get a chance to turn the tables. You get a chance to reduce the amount of taxes. So you now can reduce the taxes that you overpay into the government, put $300 to $600 or more back into your paycheck so you can maintain your business. And now you can write off your lifestyle. You can turn your expenses into deductions. You can turn your expenses into deductions. What does that mean? Everything that you already spending your money on right now, guys, your cell phone, your rent, your mortgage, your car, the miles that you drive, you know what I'm saying? You can even hire your children. All of these things, man, you can write these things off on your taxes so that way you can lessen the amount that the government is taxing you, that they're taking from you. Okay? I'm trying to get y'all to understand. And right now, there's a lot of entrepreneurs, and I see it, man, and it breaks my heart. And it took me having to go through it because I didn't even know. I've been working a job, having a home-based business, and I was still overpaying the government, not knowing that if I adjusted my W-4 for my business, I could reduce the amount of taxes. Nobody told me that. The information is out there, but nobody told me about that. And I was like, man, this is crazy. There's a lot of entrepreneurs right now. I see them posting, oh, you can make this type of money. You can make this type of money. Oh, all this stuff. And that's great because we're in here to make money. But don't just sweep under the rug the bigger picture. Because the bigger picture, guys, is the fact that you can now take your business and you can start saving what you are paying in taxes just by starting a business. And it states, and you can go to the irs.gov and you can look this information up yourself. The tax laws have been for business owners for years, designed to help a business stay in business. Okay, you can take advantage of it by simply starting. And the crazy thing is that the taxes that you can save by starting a home-based business is not based on the money that you make. It's not based on the money that you make. They say you have a if you have a home-based business with the intent of building your business, you have access to over like 475 tax deductions. That's crazy. That's crazy that you could literally make no money and still be able to write off your taxes, things that you spending your money on, trips that you taking, all of these different things. You could write them off and lessen the amount. Guys, think about it. Jeff Bezos, CEO of Amazon, made billions of dollars, ended up paying zero in taxes. Meanwhile, you making far less money, you giving up to 37%. And that's just off top. That's not including the money that you get taxed on that you spend. Taxes is your biggest expense. So the way to take control of that is starting a business. Now, here's the thing. I'm not here to tell y'all to sign up with me, but I'm going to tell you the reason why our opportunity makes sense. Okay? Why it makes sense. Because you're getting a business, but you're getting experts, licensed experts and enrolled agents with the IRS that help you with all of those areas. So helping you to reduce them taxes, helping you to fix, restore, and maintain your credit, helping you to eliminate debt, to reduce your bills, so that way you can now start preparing for your retirement. We have experts that help you and they do all the work for you, and you get paid to go out here and share with other people who would love to have access to those experts, those strategies to help them overcome those financial challenges. It's like a perfect business for anybody, because now you don't have to be in another business and then having to go and pay somebody else to do these things for you. You get all of that included in this business. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. So now that I've been awakened, and now that, God has put me in this position to be able to do those things, I'm now sharing it with everybody. That's the reason why I get on these videos and I go crazy sharing this information, because you are crazy as hell if you do not have a home-based business. So many of you fight hard against starting a home-based business because of what you read on Google. It's a pyramid scheme and all of this extra stuff. You let those negative things stop you from having an opportunity that can help you and your family have a breakthrough financially. Without doing research, guys, stop that. Do your own research. Connect with people that's already doing it. Ask your questions. You'll know if that person is being real or not. I don't got nothing to hide, man. I'm fearlessly authentic. I'll tell y'all where I've been, what I've been through, and where I'm going. I have no problem with that, because that's what people want to see. People want to see real people doing real things, getting real results. And that's what you get with my videos. I ain't got nothing to hide. I'm going to show y'all exactly what's going on, because I've earned my stripes in this industry with the ups and the downs, the great successes, the great failures. I've earned my stripes. So now I know what works. So when you join me and my team, we're going to fast track you to success. Let's get you around all the obstacles that we went through. We're going to make sure you don't hit those road stops, right? And we're going to make sure we push you in the right direction, get you around that, so that way you can push. Because this is bigger. This is bigger than making money, man. This is really starting to set a foundation for you and your family. See, the thing is that network marketing and online marketing is not like a lifetime deal for so many. But this is a great place to start. Take a little bit of money, put it into something, come in here, put in the work, make way more money than what you put in, right? And you take that money and now you can make other investments. So if you had other dreams and goals and things like that, you can take the money you made in network marketing and now you can fund those dreams and those goals and keep building, right? Multiple streams of income. You can start doing that. But a lot of people use network marketing as that stepping stone to get them started in that pathway. So I'm trying to paint that picture and educate y'all. Once again, you ain't got to believe me. You can sit back and be like, oh, Derrick talking that. But I'm telling you right now, if you guys are still over here just banking on jobs, banking on the government, thinking that life is going to change, hoping and wishing and all that, I'm here to tell you that's not the case. That's not the case. Because if you should look at our society right now, millions of people without jobs, businesses closing all around, all of these different things. If the online world did not exist, what would people do during this pandemic? That's facts. What would people do? They can't start if you don't have enough money to take care of your bills and do the things you need to do just to stay afloat. How in the hell are you gonna come up with $25,000 or more to start a traditional business? It ain't gonna happen. Especially if your credit bad, you know what I'm saying? You got debt, all of those different things. You're not gonna be able to get no loan to go and start no business. So why not start somewhere? And the online world is full of opportunities. You just gotta sit down. You just got to believe. You got to have faith. You got to find a business that fits you. And then you got to go for it. Put all the bullshit to the side and go for it. Straight up. All right. So anyways, I'm 2 minutes late for work, man. I got to clock in and do what I do, man. But I hope this message really hit home to you. If y'all got any questions or whatever case, you already know, hit me up. If I don't answer or whatever, I'm at work, but I will definitely get back to you. But it's time to start waking people up. The only way this economy is going to get better and we're going to be able to make changes in our economy, real talk, is starting with us. It starts with us. We can't wait on the government anymore. We already know the system wasn't designed for us to win. The system was designed for us to work for other people to help them win and give us just enough just to get by. It's time to change all that. So you could either continue to build somebody else's dream or you can get ready to build your own. Okay? So, that being said, let's get it. Y'all enjoy y'all Monday. God bless. And I definitely look forward to talking with y'all soon. Peace.